1881, Tombstone, Arizona. They say when the desert wind cuts through the empty streets after midnight, it carries voices that shouldn't exist. The rattle of spurs, the crack of gunfire, laughter echoing from saloons long boarded up. Locals swear the town comes alive when no one else watching. Chairs scrape across wooden floors in Big Nose Kate S. Saloon. Phantom piano keys strike a tune from nowhere, and shadowed figures cross Allen Street only to vanish in the dust. Visitors who've spent the night at the Birdcage Theater talk about heavy footsteps pacing above them, though the upper balcony has been closed for over a century. Bartenders hear whispers right behind their ears, cold breath brushing against their necks, and sometimes the faint scent of cigar smoke drifts through the empty room, the same kind Doc Holliday favored before his death. One traveler once claimed he saw a woman in old lace standing near the stage, her face hidden beneath a black veil. She didn't move, didn't blink, and when he stepped closer, she dissolved into the same desert air that's seen more death than mercy. Even the Boot Hill graveyard doesn't rest easy. Visitors find strange depressions in the dirt, as if someone had just lain down. Lantern lights flicker across the stones, though no one's there to hold them. Some say you can hear the boots of the men who never made it out of town, rustlers, gamblers, and gunslingers whose lives ended faster than a trigger pull. Tombstone's people try to ignore it. They say it's just the wind, or tricks of heat and sound. But it is not the wind that slams saloon doors shut, or hums a ghostly tune at 3 in the morning. There's something else, something that refuses to leave. And maybe that's because Tombstone was never built for peace. In October of 1881, the air was already thick with tension. The Earp brothers and the cowboys, men bound by pride, blood, and bullets, met in a 30-second fury that changed the West forever. The gunfight at the OK Corral left bodies cooling in the dust, and the blood that spilled there never seemed to dry. Townsfolk whispered that curses were born that day, that vengeance didn't end with the living. Big Nose Kate, a saloon, became a haven for restless spirits, gamblers who lost more than their last hand, and women whose laughter still echoes through the cracked walls. The Birdcage Theater saw 26 deaths before it finally closed its doors, and every bullet hole in its ceiling became a doorway for something darker. Even now, on still nights when the desert hush falls over everything, you can hear it, the faint shuffle of boots, the click of a revolver, a voice whispering, "Draw." The ghosts of Tombstone don't haunt out of malice. They linger because this town was carved from sin, gold, and gunpowder, a place where life ended too suddenly for the soul to catch up. And so they walk. Through dust and memory, through whiskey-scented air and fading moonlight, they retrace their final steps again and again. Because in Tombstone, Arizona, the Wild West never truly died. It just learned how to haunt.